Hello everybody and welcome to Cooking with T Street. Today is the first official episode of Cooking with T Street and we are cooking pork butt. Alright, so today we got 2 pork butts, 2 different ones to cook. I'm going to season them both a little bit differently. I'm going to make one with basically mostly just this Traeger rub. And then the other one I'm going to put a little bit of this. It's like activated charcoal and espresso, I don't know how you say it, whatever. And then I got some Slap Ya Mama to make it a little spicy. So we're gonna have more of a spicy one and more of a normal, like, flavored one. This already has some salt in it, so you gotta pay attention to that with your seasonings, because you don't want to add too much salt. If your other seasoning already has a bunch of salt in it, you're gonna over salt it. So I'm probably not gonna use too much salt on it because I don't want to overdo it, and you can add more salt later if you really want to. Pork butt's so big, you can't be shy with the seasonings, because it's easy to like under season your pork butt because it's such a thick piece of meat. After you pull it, it's like you're not gonna taste the flavor as much as you want. So we're gonna go a little bit heavy. Fine. You just pat it in there a little bit. And the reason that I wanted to use this seasoning is because the coloring it's gonna give your meat is gonna be like a nice mahogany color. So it just makes the meat look way more like appetizing when you get it off the smoker, as opposed to like other colors. So it's just like, it just like browns it up really nice. So it's a good go-to. All right. Just add a little bit more of this, I guess. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on this one, basically, just slightly lighter with this, and then I'm gonna use these two to even it out. But I'll go first with this. The Slap Ya Mama I got, it's freaking spicy. They had like a few different levels, and I chose the spiciest one. Zoom in on that little scale thing. Yeah, it's all up there. I've only tried it a couple times so far, and it is spicy. So I don't want to do too much, but like I said, it's hard to over season it. So I don't think that even if I put too much, it's not gonna be too bad. Okay. So next up, I'm gonna put these on the smoker. So the smoker I'm gonna be using for all my cooks is this Camp Chef Woodwind 24. So I got this, and I have some racks that I can put in there if I want to, but today I'm not gonna use them. And I filled up the hopper real full because it's gonna be a long cook. We're probably gonna go for 8 or 9 hours. I'm gonna talk to you a little more about that later. In future videos, I'll use this little guy right here, the sear box. This thing is sick. It gets so freaking hot. Make some good steaks on there. But coming close here, we're gonna, I have it set to 250. So we're gonna cook it at 250 to 275. I'm not too worried about it varying in that range. Seems like it sometimes cooks a little hotter than usual, hotter than I mark it. So if it gets up to 275, I'm fine with that. We're gonna throw these on now. And just make sure that is. So here's the spicy one. And here is the normal one. So yeah, we're gonna basically close this thing up and not look at it for 3 or 4 hours. And in 3 or 4 hours, we'll come back and I'll probably wrap them up at that point and put more seasoning on them and stuff like that, and I'll show you all that then. Okay, the butts have been on here for almost 5 hours now, and so we're ready to check them out and see how they're looking, take them off, and wrap them up. So let's see how they look. Woo! They look good. See, that's what we're looking for. That color, that bark they have on there, it's like holding all of the seasonings on there real nice. That's good flavor. We want all that. So just gonna take these off and put them each in their own tin. Okay. There we go. So the idea with this is we just got a nice bark on our butts, not bark on the butts. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap tin foil around these and cook them for the next 3 hours inside of these, or until they get to a temperature about a little over 200, 203, 204. And that way they'll kind of steam in there and get more tender so we can make a good pulled pork. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add more seasonings, and I'm gonna add butter, add brown sugar. I'm gonna add a little more Slap Ya Mama because I want it to be spicy. And yep, so let's get it going. We're gonna go with, we have about a stick and a half of butter total right here. I don't know if I really need that much, but we're gonna use that much because why not? Okay, now I'm gonna spread brown sugar evenly on both. Okay, I'm just gonna add a little more, I'm gonna add a little more seasonings. This one's our spicy one. So let me smash that down there a little bit. And then just do a little more. This stuff you don't need a ton of, I don't think, so I don't want to overdo it. Okay, now this Traeger seasonings for pork and poultry, it says it's apple and honey is like the main flavors. So I think that'll be a good touch to add on here. Okay, so let's throw them back on here. This one's the spicy one. The normal one. I'm gonna throw that on there. Here in just a little bit, here in like 2 hours, I'm going to be putting on some mac and cheese, so stay tuned for that. That's gonna be real good. So smoked Costco mac and cheese. And yeah, so I'm just gonna close that up. I'm gonna keep it rolling at 250, and that'll be good. I've just been doing 250 the entire cook, so that's the number. All right, so it has been a couple more hours. I put on this mac and cheese from Costco. I added extra cheese and I put a little seasonings on it. It's looking real good, perfectly melted. And so right here, we are just, we're looking for temperature, but we're mostly looking for tenderness. Like if it goes through without much resistance, that's good. So let's see. Needs a little longer on that one. It's a little bit tough still. That one feels a little bit better. So yeah, we need like 15 more degrees, and also it needs to get more tender. So close it back up. Give it another 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and we should be good. Your boy's back. It's been 45 minutes. We're gonna check the tenderness again. I'm a little worried. I hope it's good. Oh, wow, much better. That's crazy, the difference, actually. You guys, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you, that feels good too. I was just stressing. I was out there stressing. I'm like, wow, I messed these up. But, because they were really tough last time, but that's perfect. They're, come back in and look at this. We got a 203, that's right in the range I want it to be. The Mac's looking real good. Looks like it's game time to me, folks. I'm gonna take them off, let it rest for a second, and then I'm gonna pull it. All right, guys, it's your boy T Street. Just out here. Job well done so far. So I gotta treat myself to a nice cold Coca-Cola. Not sponsored, but soon I will be sponsored. Let's check this one out. This one is the not spicy one. Thank you, my lovely assistant, helping me with my gear. All right, that's looking good. A lot of juices. I was a little bit worried. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was worried I didn't add enough like juices to the mix to help steam it, but it looks like it worked out perfect with just the butter, and then the meat sweated enough. Let's take a look at this one. Ooh, that one's darker. I like that. That's probably darker because of the charcoal rub. So I hope that we can taste the charcoal in there. That's exciting. All right, now for the test to see if I did my job right. Oh yeah. Whew. Coming right apart. We love that. These gloves aren't the best for this. They're burning my hand. I'm getting my hands burnt a little bit. Whew. But anyways, looking good. I gotta go slow so I can't film the whole thing of me ripping this apart because my hands are getting burnt. But looking good. Let's get a little taste. Woo! That's good. That's really, really good. That seasoning's bomb. I'll try that one here as well. Okay, let's see how spicy this is. That one's really good too. Wow. It's not that spicy yet. I didn't taste much spice in that one. Might have to add a little more. So, anyways, great success. Very happy. It's very hot. Okay, I want to show you one thing real quick. So this is exactly what I wanted to have. A nice smoke ring around the edges. Good flavor. We seasoned it perfectly. Very excited about it. It's very tender, very tasty. I like both flavors that we did. So I'm super excited, super happy. I'm gonna add a little bit more actually, after I pull it. That's what I would suggest doing, just because it's so thick. It's hard for the seasonings to get all the way through. Anyways, overall, fantastic cook. Very happy. Thanks for joining me on my very first episode of Cooking with T Street. There's a lot of great things to come. Have a good one.